Join me as I dive deep into the world of Yoruba tradition to uncover what spirituality really means in this rich culture. Spirituality is a term that is often thrown away, but when it comes to the Yoruba Orisha tradition, it takes on a whole new meaning. In today's world, where we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us what spirituality should look like, it is easy to get lost in this noise. But the truth is, spirituality in the Yoruba Orisha tradition is a deeply personal and culturally specific practice that is rooted in a rich history and tradition. People often think that spirituality is just about feeling good or getting in touch with some sort of higher power. But that is a watered down version of what spirituality really is. In the Yoruba Orisha tradition, spirituality is about honoring the divine in every aspect of our lives. From the way we treat our ancestors to the way we react with the natural world. It is not just about feeling good, it is about living a life that is in alignment with our higher values and principles. Another misconception is that spirituality is just about individual growth and self improvement. But in the Yoruba Orisha tradition, spirituality is deeply connected to community and family. It's about recognizing that our individual growth is tied to the growth of our community and our family. We can't just focus on our own spiritual development without considering the impact it has on those around us. And then there is the idea that spirituality is somehow separated from our daily lives. But in the Yoruba Orisha tradition, spirituality is woven into the fabric of everyday life. We don't just practice spirituality on Sundays or during special rituals. We practice it every moment, from the way we greet each other to the way we prepare our food. At the heart of the Yoruba Orisha tradition are the Orishas, powerful deities who embodied different aspects of the universe. The Orishas are not just distant figures, but living, breathing energies that we can connect with and learn from. They guide us, teach us, and inspire us to live our best lives. And alongside the Orisha are our ancestors who play a crucial role in our spiritual development. Our ancestors are not just people who came before us, but wisdom keepers who have lived through struggles and triumphs and can offer us guides and wisdom. In the Yoruba Orisha tradition, we believe that every person has a unique spiritual deity, a purpose that only they can fulfill. And our spirituality is closely tied to discovering and fulfilling that purpose. It is not just about following a set of rules or rituals, but about listening to our own inner guidance and allowing ourselves to be guided by the divine. I want to share a story that illustrates the power of the spirituality in the Yoruba Orisha tradition. A few years ago, I met a woman named Yemaya who had been struggling with desperation, anxiety for years. She felt lost and disconnected from her community and her culture. But when she started to connect with Orishas and her ancestors, something shifted inside her. She began to feel a sense of purpose and meaning that she had never felt before. She started to see the world in a new light, and her desperation and anxiety began to lift. She realized that her struggles weren't just personal, but were connected to the struggles of her community and her ancestors. As she deepens her spiritual practice, Mamiya began to find her voice and her power. She started to speak out against injustice and to fight for the rights of her community. And she did it all with a sense of humanity and reverence from the divine. Her story is a testament to the transformative power of spirituality in the Yoruba Orisha tradition. So, what can we take away from the discussion on spirituality in the Yoruba Orisha tradition? Firstly, we can recognize that spirituality is not a feel good practice, but a deeply personal and cultural one. We can honor the Orishas and our ancestors and recognize our role in our spiritual development. We can commit to living a life that is guided by higher values and principles. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of Yoruba Orisha tradition. If you have any experience or insights about spirituality in this tradition, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about the Orishas, be sure to check out my next video.